Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
Hey, this is Tim Seeley, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Talk about somebody we haven't talked to in a while.
I know, we need to get him back.
Good luck. Like Ringo.
Batman. Batman. My favorite character.
Don't talk over that.
I tried, Ray.
Never! All right, kids. Well, if you haven't figured it out by now, welcome back to another episode of We Are the Night.
The
Batman
Batman Podcast, a.k.a. Huntress Podcast.
Anyway,
don't tempt me.
don't tempt me. Oh, make this a whole this whole feed Gotham. Shut up, Rob. Anyway, I am Phil. Joining me, as always, a woman who
Never would retire.
a woman who's no stranger to puncturing men with a crossbow. It is.
Hey, y'all. It's a little Hellfire.
That's right. We're talking more Huntress this time from Detective Comics 652 and 653.
I'm just gonna say shout out to Graham Nolan for the art. It's giving Todd. He's channeling his inner best Todd McFarlane.
Yes, the issues with Huntress's most ventilated costume.
I mean, geez, just go for a swim at that point. Why does Batman look like he's on steroids?
I don't want to say Huntress is showing a lot of skin, but I think we know how she shaves, kids.
Yeah. I think we know the shape of every birthmark. There is nothing left to the imagination.
At least not from the waist down. Hey.
Oh, the second cover, it's a lot of tea out too.
Oh, true, yeah. On a 90s comic, get out of town.
I know, right? A Batman, female character in Batman. Like, the zipper's not all the way down.
Just 90s comics in general.
Yeah, so true. Shout out to the X-women.
Oh, yes. Oh, hell, even before the 90s, I mean. Storm jump-started a lot of young boys into puberty. That's all I'll say.
Emma Frost.
Oh, yeah.
Service.
Jean Grey. Oh, Psylocke.
Psylocke. That's for Justin.
That's what I said. I said, that's hot when even the gay guy's like, oh yeah, Psylocke. All right, so let's get to these issues. So I'm sorry, I'm looking at the cover to 652.
Exactly. Silence.
I mean, it looks like there's no pants, or she looks like she's not wearing pants, right? Okay. Detective Comics 652 from October.
Black Canary's like, well, damn, at least put some fishnets on.
At least pretend. Beyond the law.
Yeah. Criminals in Gotham are like, I broke the law well, technically they're not the law, but yeah, the law.
So that outfit, the title's Beyond the Law. What is this? A 90s Skinamax movie?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Lock her up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my. Writer, of course, Chuck Dixon. Penciler, Graham Nolan. Inker, Scott Hanna. Colorist, Adrian Roy.
What you got for old Roy?
Letterer, Richard Starkings. And editors, Dennis O'Neil and Scott Peterson. All right.
I'm just going to say, I feel like Denny was like, oh, it's just Chuck and Graham. I'm going to go on vacation. They're like, sweet, we can do the Huntress now. Because she was not supposed to be. I don't think they were like really trying to bring her back like in any kind of capacity. But so I feel like literally Diddy went on vacation and they're like, sweet, we can do the Huntress now. He can't stop us.
Yeah, because it's
She was gone. She's like retired.
well, like right before this, I think it was like at least a year or so before this. She had like her own. I think it was an ongoing. Yeah, it was like an ongoing, but it only lasted like 19, 20 issues, something
It
like
just
that.
ended abruptly. Yeah.
And she wasn't as revealing as this.
Not even close. You know, if they would have put that kind of costume on those old issues, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many times has Catwoman got rebooted? Is all I'm gonna say. Even with the mouse costume, she got rebooted. That's all I'm saying.
And it's so weird just the way she dresses when she's not Huntress, and it's like a completely 180.
Gotta throw them off, you know.
Hell, yeah. Batman chases a gang of jewel thieves through a subway station, only to be forced to let them go when they take civilian hostages. The entire event is witnessed by Helena Bertinelli, who had retired from the mantle of the Huntress over a year ago. Upon seeing Batman's frustration, Helena is inspired to return to costume crime fighting. In her civilian identity, Helena investigates a strange tattoo she had seen on one of the thieves and determines that it is the herald of an obscure Balkan duchy called Krasnaya Volny. She pursues this narrow lead and eventually finds a Krasnaya Volnian pawnbroker whom she suspects has the thieves' loot. Helena slips a tape recorder under the broker's counter and later returns to his shop as the Huntress, only to find Batman already there pursuing the same case.
You got peanut butter in my chocolate.
Oh my.
No.
I know.
I don't do Twinkies or toaster strudels, so.
She pursues this lair.
And Phil, to add to that, I'm the one that does the donkey punches.
No kidding.
Trying to donkey punch me now, bitch.
Oh crap! I'm gonna get 45 of those for my birthday. Remember, kids, Lilith is still available for thruples. Anyway, Huntress is
looking for thruple at AOL.com.
Oh my god, I have an idea for an April Fool's gag. Remind me to tell you offline.
Okay. Is it better than my one that we talked about for Spider-Cast?
Oh yeah. I think we could. I think we'll blow some people's minds if it works. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I will remind you.
Huntress is initially hostile to the idea of cooperating with Batman, but eventually relents and gives him her.
It's his town. If you don't like it, get out, lady.
Tape recorder.
What are you doing? Move to freaking Kansas where they need people. Like, not Gotham. It's like moving to New York and go, yeah, I'm going to start freaking Marvel superhero. Get out of here.
And it's a 30-year-old story. Give me that tape, that cassette tape.
You know, and I still see them occasionally on Amazon. I'm like, who is using that when it's right there on your phone, man?
Somebody who has to show their love through music.
Understandable.
Mixtape.
Yeah. You can
tape,
always burn a CD though, or get them a little cheap MP3 player.
That's right.
It's all e-waste at this point, though. So.
Yeah. But if the tape contains a conversation spoken entirely in Krasnian, which Batman.
Somebody get Kramer on the phone.
Which Batman deciphers. Like he just got kicked in the head by Joe DeBola. Which Batman deciphers with the Batmobile's dashboard computer. The conversation leads Batman and Huntress to an old house in West Colony, where they find and quickly subdue the pawnbroker and the thieves. Seconds later, however, the police charge in and explain that the building is a Krasna Volnia embassy, meaning that Batman and Huntress are now under arrest for violating the thieves' diplomatic immunity.
Dun, dun, dun! The thieves literally looked back and said, try to donkey punch me now.
Diplomatic immunity.
I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
Trying to donkey punch me now, bitch.
Somebody doesn't have a Chichester file and it shows.
That's right.
Chichester would never make this mistake.
Don't be writing ninjas or diplomatic immunity.
Oh, I'll do the drop.
If you're not DG Chichester, you can't write ninjas.
If you're not DG Chichester, you can't write diplomatic immunity. It's gonna be a long list at this point.
I can't wait for all the attention we get when Chuck Dixon starts ranting about you on Facebook.
Ooh.
You're welcome, Noel.
Ooh. That's not gonna be a good look for him. Because I love controversy.
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine the old white man picking on the woman of color? Oh,
Yeah, I'm kind of safe right now.
yeah, but it'll still get us a ton of attention. Yes.
I actually know somebody that knows Chuck Dixon, a colleague.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we know
Like
about
kind of one of the lowlier like letterers.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say we all know about your new bromance with.
No, not that one.
Okay,
Actually, yeah. I mean, if we'll talk after.
Well, we have an agenda for after the show.
We do. The after show. You guys would love to be a fly on that wall.
Oh, I should record it. Yeah, that's at least $10 on Patreon.
Scandalous.
You think these shows are wild? You hear what the little Hellfire says when the mics aren't recording.
When the mics aren't hot. Hell.
Oh. I love under trivia. New, more revealing costume for the Huntress this issue.
You don't say. Get out of town.
Oh my god! And then I think it's this issue. Yeah, one of the last pages. I mean, there's nothing subtle about this one panel. After they take those guys down in the embassy, just her like straddling that guy.
Don't kink shame Graham Nolan.
But I'm just like, move her down a couple inches, and you know what that looks like. A little Hellfire Saturday night.
All punishments are equal, okay?
Yes, punish me. So, what did you think, Lil Hellfire?
No, this is a fun story. I like the twist at the end, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Listen. You might not look like Chuck Dixon, but very rarely does he put out a stinker.
Yeah, no. He political.
He knows the Bat family through and through. He knows the stuff. Like I said, very rarely does he put out a stinker. So, and this is Huntress. I love the costume. I just love Huntress and the fact that they brought back Huntress. I promise you, I feel like Denny was on vacation. That's why they did this. And then it probably got a good response. He's like, "Damn you! I didn't tell you to do this." They're like, "Scott said we could."
I wonder if that's the thing where they're like, we want to bring back Huntress. I don't know if it's gonna work. Oh, give us 2 issues. Give us 2 issues.
They're like, yeah. He's probably said maybe if you fix the costume. They're like, point taken, and ran with it.
I know, man. Look at that color.
I would love to know the behind the scenes on this one. Like, why did you guys decide? And they're like, oh no, he was on vacation. Lilith's totally right. I'm just telling you, I feel like that's one of those things. I can't get that out of my head because it's just so random. Literally out of nowhere, just Huntress.
Uh,
I mean, Huntress has her fans, but not many. But just know, if Huntress has 100 fans, I'm one of them. If she only has a 1 fan, it's me. And if she has no fans, I am dead. Maybe Ray.
Is it possible? Well, I if not before, I bet you after this episode, Ray will be a fan. Ray, Detective Comics 652 and 653. I can't get past the covers. Do you think
I forgot. Sorry.
It's early 90s. Do you think maybe Chuck Dixon wanted to bring back Batgirl and they're like, no, but we'll let you have Huntress?
Ooh, that's an interesting theory as well. Quite possibly. Batgirl could never.
Oh, they would never let them sexualize Batgirl like this. I mean,
they sexualized Supergirl way more than they ever even thought about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's just like, oh yeah, you can do whatever you want with Huntress,
Yeah. Quite possibly.
All right, shall we get to the next one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Still staring at the cover.
I know, me too. Literally.
It's hypnotic. Hell, you think it's hypnotic, man? I bought these off the rack, man, when I was a horny young teenager. Oh my
And
god!
see, that's something to say for like spinner racks and like comic
Yes.
book marketing was so much better back in the 90s. It had to be. You literally were dependent on foot traffic and stuff.
Oh, you could go lots of places. Yeah, newsstands. Hell, there was.
The 7-Eleven, grocery stores.
Yes, we had spinner racks in convenience stores and grocery stores, kids.
What a time to be alive.
You know, your parents are like, "You want to go grocery shopping? Sure. Can I get some comics?"
Well, yeah, and obviously as an Archie fan, it was a great time to be alive as well. So you're hard pressed to even find those at the grocery store anymore.
Oh my god, I became like quite an expert because like the one grocery store around us, they would put price tags on the covers.
Oh, nice.
And
There we go.
I became an expert of like trying to like peel like the off without damaging the cover.
Oh, right on the cover. Oh no.
Yes.
That's awful.
I got pretty good. I mean, they weren't that good of a price tag, so I was usually pretty good at peeling them off without damaging the cover or leaving.
As he looks back, he remembers the ones that he learned how to do them on. Just little scuffs.
See, now I can't concentrate. You got that cover up. No, I'm just kidding.
This is for Ray in case he's
Oh yeah, kids. You think this is bad? I mean, yeah. When I got this issue brand new, I was 14 years old. Do the math. Kids, do the math. All right. All right.
And it's kind of funny that this next issue, 653, it's called The Serpent Pit. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yes, from November 1992.
And it's a maintenance man, but it's not Matches Malone. But in my head, it's Matches Malone. Just know it's always Matches Malone.
Oh my god! Remember we covered way back on Comic Capers. We covered like the first 2 or 3 issues of Mark Spector Moon Knight.
Yeah, and we kind of said, "You sure that's not Matches Malone?"
No. Chuck Dixon wrote it. And I believe he had Mark Spector sneaking into an embassy as like a cable guy or something like that. I'm like, really?
I mean, to be fair, the guy that created him totally pulls a lot of Batman stuff. No, sorry, Ray. It's just true. It's just true.
But I just read that part again, and all I could hear in my head was,
"What the f?"
A couple of balls down the gob.
All right.
Distinguished competition indeed.
Exactly. All right. So same creative team on this one. The police attempt to arrest Batman and Huntress for trespassing in the Krasnaya Volnian's embassy, but Batman distracts them with a smoke bomb and escapes with Huntress. Though the Krasnaya Volnian thieves are furious, the police all but admit that they have little power to bring Batman in. Far from the... Rich people can do what they want in this country. Far from the embassy.
Hello.
Far from the embassy, Huntress and Batman discuss the new situation. Both agree that the thieves are well protected by their diplomatic immunity, but neither is willing to drop the case. The next day, Batman infiltrates the Krasnaya Volny embassy disguised as a maintenance man and finds a cache of guns and explosives in the basement.
But a humble maintenance man.
He's an importer-exporter.
That's it. I'm changing my Facebook name to Vandalay. Lilith Vandalay. Oh no, Hellfire Vandalay. That's it.
She's either an importer-exporter or an architect.
And a judge.
Oh yeah.
And a latex salesman too.
And you want to be my latex salesman.
I say that all the time to my employees, and I don't think they get the joke. It's okay.
I could produce Keith Hernandez within the hour.
That's one magic loogie.
There must have been his second spinner. In addition, the leader of the Krasnaya Volny thieves is identified as Hovar Brannick, a former anti-Soviet guerrilla now classified as one of the world's most dangerous terrorists. Meanwhile, Huntress researches the history of Krasnaya Volny and finds that it has a long simmering grudge against its neighboring state, Transbelvia. This leads her and Batman to believe that Brannick intends to strike on Volshek Day, an important festival for Gotham's Transbelvian community.
Sure, okay.
We're not going to offend anyone.
Well, that's one thing I will say about DC. Like,
Because these are all made up.
exactly. So, no, that's a really cool thing because, technically DC's Earth is bigger because they have, like, what is it, 2 or 3 additional countries
Yeah.
Well, in canon. So it makes literally their world bigger.
And more cities in their United States.
Yeah. Although they never for sure say that, like, certain, like, major cities are a thing. So sometimes it's not implicitly implied. So sometimes Star City can replace or Central City can replace the capital or the biggest city sometimes.
I guess, but yeah, but it's like we do it. There is a New York in DC Earth. Yeah. When Volchek Day arrives, Batman and Huntress chase down a suspicious van. Must be a windowless van. Hello.
Somebody would say it's even a battle van. Cross-dimensional battle van.
Again, I'm never near her. And if anyone ever sees anyone trying to lure Lilith into a windowless van with puppies and Funkos, yes, please save her.
Someone save me from myself, please.
Batman.
My toxic trait is that I love to taste people, so I always think I can get out of it. So.
Puppies and Funkos and edibles and adult toys. Batman and Huntress chase down only
if it's a sentient sex robot. Only then I'm getting in the van. I don't care.
All right, Justin.
Is that a sentient tongue?
Found near the festival, but find it to be a decoy. Brennick's real plan is to suicide bomb the festival with 20 pounds of Semtex.
Ooh.
Left with only 90 seconds before the Semtex goes off, Huntress knocks Brennick unconscious, forces him into his own decoy van, and drives the van off a nearby pier. This is why Lilith Hellfire loves the Huntress.
Yeah, she don't give no F's, man. She's like, no. You made your bed. You're going to lie in it. You're going to be the only person to be a casualty. You said it was a suicide mission. Well, you got that right.
Because modern Batman, we could have disarmed the bomb or something,
She's like, no, we're going to do this the easy way. One and done.
We can't do any
Practical, pragmatic. We love a pragmatic queen. We really do.
We can't do any more damage to that Gotham River.
Seriously, it's got Joker venom all in it.
Hell.
Ace chemicals,
The Semtex explodes underwater, leaving Brennick the only casualty. Batman.
Hey, she didn't have to save him, but she decided she was gonna
kill him. Hey, you know what? I mean, he was gonna suicide bomb.
Yeah, it was a suicide run anyway. So there you go.
She just made sure no one else got hurt. Batman pulls a barely conscious Huntress out of the water and rebukes her for killing Brennick when there might have been non-lethal alternatives. Huntress remains unrepentant, and as Batman leaves her behind, warns him that she has no intention of retiring.
She's like, I get things done around here, old man. I ain't one of your petulant adoptees. I can do what I want. I do what I want.
Oh, yes. And a stray newspaper in this issue bears the headline, Nolan Says Bye, signifying...
He only left for like 10 issues. What a baby.
Yeah, he was backed by Detective 661, Nightfall.
Not even 10 issues. Oh, my God. He's like, I'm just going to pencil this in.
Miss me when I'm gone.
Nah, this is, I mean, did it need to be a two-parter? No. Am I happy that it was a two-parter? Yes. Which I rarely say, by the way.
Look at that art, Lilith Hellfire. Was anyone complaining that this was a two-parter?
No, I don't think, not a soul. Not a single soul.
We liked it when she arrived. We liked it when she was walking away.
I hate to see you leave. I hate to say goodbye, but I love to watch you leave.
Oh, yeah, there was butt cheeks on display, kids.
Oh, yeah. Cleavage, all that, yeah. But no, I just like that she's just like, she's not Batgirl, she's not Catwoman, she's not Black Canary, she's not Nightwing, she's not any of the Robins. She does what she wants. She gets it done.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta appreciate that for a vigilante,
Oh yeah.
She's very much anti-hero. Like, I wouldn't even put her hero villain. She's anti-hero.
Oh
And
yeah.
this is how you do anti-hero. Sorry, Deadpool.
And I mean, it is like kind of the twist on the Batman origin. Her family was killed in front of her, but it was they were the mob. They were killed by
Yeah.
the mob. Yeah,
It's giving Punisher.
but in a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. No mercy bullets here, baby. Just crossbow arrows.
She's a little more competent.
Yeah. Oh, a little.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, here, have a mercy crossbow bolt. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Punch it through the shoulder. You'll live.
Exactly. Now don't make me go get the Simtex in a van. That's my new threat, man.
I shot you through the shoulder. Not like I shot you in the twig and berries. Come on.
Yeah, which would you rather?
Oh, the shoulder, please.
Twigs and berries it is. Yeah, no, I enjoyed this. This is a good recommendation. I'm glad you found this one. I totally forgot about this story. You know, so far few between where Huntress actually teams up with Batman, let alone in one of his books and stuff. So
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. This might have been if it was either the first time I encountered the Huntress or one of the first stories
Probably
I encountered
one
with the
of the
Huntress.
first, yeah.
Yeah. So it'll.
And you know what's a shame? I don't think she ever showed up in any of the animated stuff. So did she?
I haven't watched all of them. Did she show up in Brave and the Bold?
You know what? I only watch Aquaman Brave and Bold issues. I'm not even gonna lie. She might have though. That seems like more up their alley for that kind of thing.
Yeah, but I know like Batman the animated series, she didn't show up.
Yeah. Yeah, she did. In that Harley Quinn Birds of Prey movie.
Oh yeah.
No. The animated one. She's voiced by Amy Acker. You know Fred from.
Oh yeah.
I never watched that, honestly. I'm gonna be real with you.
Wait, which one?
It's the hold on, I'll find it right here. What? Oh yeah, it's where is it? Oh, it's just Justice League.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember that. The question episode, I don't really remember that. And it's a hell of a costume. It's like it's this costume, the other one.
Oh, okay.
It's that one where she's
Okay.
most similar to that one.
Yeah, I kind of remember.
I don't remember that.
I kind of remember. I thought she had showed up maybe on. I thought it was Justice League, but yeah, I can't remember the story.
I think it is during it's like right after the Thankorian invasion.
Oh, okay.
She like is about to murder some dude or something. I just like at the tail end of that, not gonna lie, it's all a blur. I'm still in my rewatch, honestly, of Batman the Animated Series. I've kind of slowed down and to savor it a little bit more.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. All right. Do you want to talk any new Bat books?
I mean, we kind of have to.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Well, I was going to bring up Batman 133. Have you been reading the current Batman stuff? It's kind of weird.
No, you know what? Don't laugh at me. I've been reading Batman and the Joker, the Deadly Duo, because it's good. You know, like I ship them, like seriously, because it just makes sense to me. So that's what that's my Bat book that I've been reading.
Yeah, you know,
for the most part.
I've been reading that too, but did the new one come out this week? Because I think I missed it. I gotta make another run.
I got mine.
I gotta make another run and go pick that up. Yeah, I missed it.
Okay, Lilith. But yeah, that was my Bat book for the week. So
yeah, I
how's
was
this new stuff going? Oh, and I read Poison Ivy, if you want to count that technically.
Oh yeah, I read that, and the Joker, the Man Who Stopped Laughing.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
But no, the whole well, Batman's contingency plan for himself, that failsafe robot, to send him to another Earth where like
oh, is it the Red Mask? That
yes, yeah, that stuff, yeah.
Okay.
And the Bruce Wayne of that Earth is dead, and he runs into alternate Catwoman. And
isn't there like a Tim Drake backup story for some reason, even though Tim has his own book?
Well, yeah, because Tim's searching the multiverse for Bruce.
So why can't we do that in his book? Why does it have to be a backup? I'm confused.
I don't know, because once again, Tim Drake's the only one who believes Bruce is alive. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh, I remember.
So he goes to this alternate Earth and rescues a bunch of hostages from Toy Man,
Oof.
who
How
fled.
bad do your heroes have to suck if Toyman is an actual legit threat? Yikes.
Boy, I think they're leaning into that. Oh, remember when he killed a kid?
Yeah.
It's written by Chip also, so maybe that's
Okay.
why it's here, because Chip wanted to do this too.
I mean, he's kind of stepping on the toes of the Tim book, but whatever, not my business.
All I'll say is the art's better than the Tim book.
Well, that's not hard to do.
No.
There's
That-
no
if-
love. Like, listen, the story's okay. I'm willing to go with it.
Yeah, the
but, like,
story-
I feel like there's not as much love and attention as, say, a Nightwing book, unfortunately, or even the Damian book. I feel like had more love and care than this Tim book. Like, that's no tea, that's no shade. That's just how I feel.
The story's okay, but if this book fails, it's going to be because of that art. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Although art taste and art is changing, like I said, like if they're really trying to, if the younger generation is actually buying books, you know, it is definitely geared more towards that manga and anime style.
Yeah, but is that even manga or anime style, that art in that Tim book?
It's reminiscent, is my point. I don't think they can outright do that whole thing because DC just isn't into that. But
It just doesn't even scream that to me. It just screams like weird bodily proportions, and everyone's neck is like 3 feet tall, and it's weird.
yeah, again, you know, he's the redhead. Well, even though he's not the redheaded stepchild, that's Jason. He gets treated like the redheaded stepchild, and I've been trying to figure that out. Like, what's really going on with that agenda?
Jason's pretty much the only Robin without his own ongoing.
You know, yeah, since he came out, I really feel like they're trying to make that book fail. I don't. That's what it feels like to me. Like, and even with the Superboy book, you know what I mean? They made him come out, and they've really been doing some wonky stuff with that as well. So it's like, we tried. We're gonna revert. Like, honestly, I think they did it just to like do it. Unfortunately, with no real plan.
Yeah.
Which is always very disingenuous. So that's been my whole thing right now with DC, with the stunts that they're pulling. It feels disingenuous. It doesn't feel like they actually have like a plan after. They just do a stunt and they don't care about the actual way that it's going to affect the characters in later sales as well if you don't follow it up with meaningful stories.
Yeah.
And that's just DC right now. They're lacking a lot of meaningful stories.
Yes.
Oh, the Joker, the Man Who Stopped Laughing. I think that was the worst Bat book, but it was okay. Well, the one that I read. Anyway.
So what do you?
Because I didn't read the main Bat book, so I don't know how bad that was. They're in
Well,
Los Angeles, though, so I don't know how to feel about that.
So what? So how you been feeling about this series?
I don't know what they're trying to do with the Joker. It just perplexes me. We have so much Joker media right now, and every single part of it is contradictory, which, of course, is kind of on brand, but at the same time, it's frustrating for fans. I feel like I want one cohesive like direction to know where they're going with the Joker. Like, because for a minute, I definitely thought they were going to kill him off and leave him dead for a while. And now it feels like we're reversing that. So I don't know if it's a change in leadership and we're trying to like course correct or whatever. But like, this is not the best Joker book. It's just not. It's better than 3 Jokers, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not better than, say, the Joker book with Jim Gordon or, you know, Batman and Joker, you know, the Deadly Duo or any of that. It's just here.
And again, and it's so weird because
and it's
like,
Kate Spencer. Like, be so serious with me right now. Really?
And what's with these backup stories? Are they like trying to say, oh, one of these stories, this is how we're going to get. There's 2 different Jokers. I'm like, wait a minute. Didn't we have 3 Jokers running around?
I know, exactly. Just wait for it. There's going to be a 3rd.
I was going to say, are we tapping into that, or are we just ignoring 3 Jokers?
That's what I mean. Like, we have all this mythos and like recent media that it's just all contradictory. So it's just like, I don't know what we're doing here.
Well, I think
Why does Joker have abs? Like, what's going on with that cover, man? That really burned my goose, man.
Well, wasn't 3 Jokers like Black Label? So they were just like, I think they were protecting their ass. Where it's just like, oh, it's out of continuity, so you don't have to worry about that, you know.
Which was a cop out because the introduction of 3 Jokers was not Black Label. And it took them 5 years to even, or however long. Was it 5 or was it 10? I couldn't tell you.
Well, again, it was, you know, the lead up was that whole thing at the end of New 52, and again,
so,
and we,
decade.
Even though they haven't said it out loud, we've kind of started retconning stuff out of, you know, away from New 52. So
yeah. Which makes it even more confusing for the people that joined. I'll give Marvel this. They really try to make it easy for new readers. That's why all those storylines drag on for so long. You didn't miss much. Feel free to jump in.
And again, the multiverse has been destroyed at least once or twice since New 52. So
Once or twice. I feel like it happens every other year.
dark death
It's at least
metal.
3. This is like the 4th time, right? No, it has to be
Maybe,
like the 4th or
maybe.
5th time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Regardless.
Dark Knight's Metal,
Yeah.
Dark Crisis.
Yeah, this had to be the Dark Crisis had to be like the 5th time. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, yeah, like, so tell me about Batman 133. I'm curious what's going on.
Well, like I said, it's Bruce Wayne on this alternate Earth and basically trying to bring law to this lawless Gotham. And
how do you feel about him being on an alternate Earth? I mean, like, that is that what we read the Batman book for, or?
I was gonna say, is it just me being an old man? I kind of like my Batman more grounded.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was pretty much the premise. Well, ever since these, Dark Metal, they've really, and like the Batman Who Laughs, they are really like leaning into that.
And I mean, we don't have one right
If you
now.
want Batman to kill, just kill. It's not like he literally hasn't killed in canon before. Bring back hanging people from the Batplane, I say. Roll them up in the recycler, I say.
I mean, I guess we don't have one, but I'm like, if I want to read Batman in alternate universes, I'm like, I got, I'll read a Justice League, but we don't have a Justice League book right now.
Yeah.
Although, did you see where you are getting a Titans book? What is it, in May?
I saw. I read the solicits.
Written by Tom Taylor, so at least Nightwing should be consistent between his book and the Titans book.
Well, we'll see.
Also, I mean, same writer. At least it's not going to be.
We'll see.
Yeah,
I feel like there's been a lot of mandates happening. A lot of movement behind closed doors, so we'll see.
Although, did you see? I don't know if Chip's like basically betting all his money on Batman because I guess in a few months he's leaving Daredevil. Did you see that? I saw that today.
Ask me about that offline, please.
Okay. Item agenda 3.
But no, that's it makes sense to me. Is all I'll say.
Okay.
I don't think anybody should be putting all. I mean, he still does have his independent stuff, which is still pretty phenomenal. But nobody should be putting all their eggs in the DC basket. Nobody. So hopefully he has a business manager and an agent, and he's working through stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's all that I can say about that.
And again, I didn't read Batman Joker, the Deadly Duo this week. I plan on it soon. I got to get the book. But yeah, I mean, for my money, I think the best Bat book was Poison Ivy, number 10.
So good. So good. I really love this new take on Poison Ivy. I was really apprehensive. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Oh yeah.
You drugged me into this book kicking and screaming, and I want to thank you for it. And it's no shade against G. Willow Wilson either. I like a lot of her other stuff, but I was just like, I don't know how this is gonna work out with Poison Ivy. And I really enjoy the story and the things that they've done, and they've really done a 180 on this character. And it's like poor Janet from HR. Like, so relatable. Like, this is one of the most relatable Poison Ivy stories in a really long time. And the art is really great. I feel like they've really hit their stride together. Who is that? Marcio Takara. Yeah, like, I feel like with issue 10, this just kind of solidifies their run. They're gelled, and hopefully we don't renumber and get a new team anytime soon. That's what I'm always worried about. That's what I guess why I'm always so hesitant to like engage with a new number 1 or a new property, especially within DC.
Yeah.
Because man, a book will get cut quick. Like you're lucky to make it to 12 issues, 15 issues, 25 issues, and it's like, who wants that? Like, you get used to it. They're really hitting their stride, and then boom, you get the rug pulled from under you. So it's never anything against. Well, most of the time, it's never anything against the team, unless it's Jimmy and Amanda.
No.
Separately, they're great, but like together, I just won't.
I mean, this book must be doing good numbers, which it deservedly so. But it's like, I mean, it was only supposed to be 6. I mean, we're already at 10, so.
I hope they give Poison Ivy some spotlight. I mean, I know she was always kind of like back in the day the character where you never like. I think there's maybe like 6 or 7 like action figures of her before like 2010 or something like that. And one of them is like the Poison Ivy from Uma.
Oh yeah, Batman and Robin. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure between Batman the animated series and Batman and Robin.
She only has like 1 or 2 from the animated series, which is shocking. Catwoman has like 30. Batgirl has like at least 7 there. I mean, granted, they're all hard to find because that's just how that toy line was. But
Oh yeah.
still, so yeah, no, I'm really like happy with the turn that the team has taken with her. It's just such good storytelling.
But kids, not only is it a great story, you also get a lesbian orgy in this issue.
That doesn't hurt.
No.
I think it's some of the best. I think this is the best. One of the best ways to spend $3.99 this week for sure.
I had to flip back to the beginning. I'm like, this is a female writer, right?
No, but like, listen, there was like so much character development,
Yes.
a lot of deep emotional moments, which nobody's really been doing that with Poison Ivy, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, no.
She's been the butt of the beaver jokes, as it were. So, and we kind of know that she's gonna get back with Harley at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I hope Harley's ready for her and treats her better. Is my main concern. So,
Although they kind of threw a curveball in that department this issue.
we know they know what the fans want.
Yes.
Cause word on the curve is somebody, I can't say who, wants the Joker to get back with Harley Quinn, and they're pretty prominent at DC. So I feel like she better get a move on.
A
current yes.
A current DC employee.
Yes.
Ooh.
So I feel like she better get a move on because I mean she's great and all, but she's not like a mainstay staple big name where it's like I want to do this, and then basically she has to give them a good enough reason to not do that. Well, this is really gonna set back Harley Quinn's development. I think the Harley Quinn team needs to get with her immediately because nobody wants that, but somebody does. But the fans don't want that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's word on the curve. So she better get a move on.
Or hell, she needs who's it? Teeny Howard's. I think he's taking over Harley Quinn. I mean, those two need to be.
Oh my god, we need
those two need to zoom right away.
Immediately. Get on. No, not even Zoom. Get on Discord.
How are we gonna do it face to face? Just do it.
Exactly, but no, like not one of the best ways to spend $3.99 this week for sure.
Oh
if
yeah.
you're not reading Poison Ivy, please go out and grab everything. Or we're 2 issues away from the trade, so.
Yeah. Well, you said I dragged you kicking and screaming into this book. I mean, I bought the first 1 or 2 thinking, oh, it'll.
It's
They're
not going to do anything spectacular.
It'll be 5 or 6. It might be kind of entertaining, whatever. But I was pleasantly surprised myself. So.
Yeah. I honestly, I feel like her and Tina are definitely going to have a crossover. They almost have to because.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's really great seeing these new crop of women writers and stuff, especially like it's so shocking at DC. So I'm waiting on Marvel to kind of catch up. Like as much as I love Kelly Thompson, like she can only do so much. Open the door for someone else at this point. And they have, but it's not really been on like any of the like real main titles. Like I'd love to see a woman writer on X-Men. I would love to see it on Avengers. Maybe even the Riri series. Wait,
yes.
No. Riri series does have one, right? No.
Maybe does Riri have a series right now?
Well, when she did, the Ironheart one, wasn't it? No.
Well, she was created by Bendis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We won't hold that against. We don't hold it against Miles. We won't hold it against her or Naomi. Hopefully, one day they'll open it up to have somebody who has the time. I just at this particular point in time, I don't think that they have the time to collab together. That's why we have so many like short series for Naomi. She needs like a full 25 issues just dedicated to her and really hammer it out and not be forced into crossovers and other teams. I just want Naomi.
Yeah.
Like she's still an enigma to me, and I would love to see a longer series if their time permitted.
And again, don't shoehorn her into the Justice League.
It was so bad.
She needs her own thing.
She doesn't even have like support team, Rose Gallery. Really, like she has technically two volumes, but she has nothing.
Yeah, flesh out her whole entire world, then maybe drop her in the Titans.
Yeah, not even that.
What?
I don't know. I don't think she works well on a team. Just me personally.
Well, again, like I said, after you flesh her out, I mean, again, it's like they dropped her in Justice League. It's basically like we barely know this character. They gave her a TV show. It's like this character's barely been fleshed out.
it didn't work out, unfortunately. Hopefully, we can revisit that in another 10 years.
Well, like you said, they were
Max.
they were trying to compete with Miss Marvel, but it's like
And
that character.
Miles, 2 for 1.
Yeah, but both those characters have been around for 10 years.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of competition. Like, they even have Riri, Moon Girl, say what you want about Marvel, but I can list about 30 black characters that are all very relevant or have been in the not the DCU, the MCU, or have a TV show.
So,
they're Captain, hey man, not for nothing, they're Captain America's blood. Just saying.
I mean, Lilith, say what you want. Sometimes the Disney machine does good,
I mean, for statistics, I'm not saying that it's quality. I'm not saying it's quality.
It's at least
quality for sure.
It's at least an attempt, Lilith, which is more than I can say for Warner Brothers Discovery.
Well, and DC has fallen behind the times. They used to be quite the opposite.
Yeah.
We had an influx of a lot of diverse characters that actually had meaningful things. Like, when's the last time we had somebody as impactful as, say, Vibe? It's kind of embarrassing.
Vixen.
Mm-hmm. Bumblebee.
I can't tell you.
Static. The whole milestone thing. When's the last time?
That's probably the milestone thing. That's probably the last time, probably.
Well, besides Naomi, of course, but yeah.
Yes,
I think
besides
Naomi was
Naomi,
the last big one, yeah.
But again, I don't think they've really tapped into Naomi's full potential.
No,
yet.
Nowhere near it. And like I said, unfortunately, it's a time constraint because we all kind of know David is working on Bitterroot, trying to get that adaptation. And unfortunately, Naomi is a collaborative effort, so it requires both of them to kind of be, together. So.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I walk around the phone.
I mean, I would love that. I would love that for us. I can't. I need that to happen when Bitterroot comes out. Seriously, whenever that comes out, whether it's 10 years, I need that. Even if we're not podcasting, we're gonna get David and Walker on the phone.
One, we're always gonna be podcasting. Two.
He's like, you can't get away from me, Lilith. Sorry.
And I'm not even talking about the team. I'm talking you and me. We're always going to be podcasting. Two, I mean, Charlie and I did talk to him twice on Super Connectivity. So, I mean, we may be able to make that happen. So,
yeah, that's all. I don't know what to do with DC. I feel so bad. I'm actually excited for the Shazam movie, as I said, when we talked about Capes, when we reviewed Ant-Man. That's the next thing that we're going to be reviewing.
Oh, yeah. Stay tuned for that review.
But it's also part of a dead universe, so that's the problem.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the few, unfortunately, that's one of the few DC movies I actually look forward to now,
Yeah.
Again, I love the character of the Flash, but I'm looking more forward to Shazam than I am that Flash movie.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
And that's crazy because, it's got Michael Keaton.
I know.
A lot of people that I would under other circumstances, I'd be so hyped for. But it's I'm sorry y'all got dragged into this.
I mean, I'd rather watch.
I don't really even want to review the movie, but I know we need clicks and views.
The Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're free to poo-poo over it. I mean, it's. I'd rather watch Flash season 6 and 7 than that movie.
Ooh, I'd rather watch Arrow season 4 than that movie. Yeah, I'll say it. That's gonna say it.
Oh, that's a question I wanted to ask you. All right, Sophie's choice. Again, we gotta still have a few episodes of Flash left. Overall, for the entire series, who do you think had more quality overall through the entire series, Arrow or the Flash? Got her.
Okay. No. It's gonna be Arrow.
Ooh.
Because listen, seasons 1 is good, season 2 is really good, season 3 is really good. Half of season 4 is really good, and it kind of goes on a decline. Season 5 arguably came back with a vengeance on quality, and then season 6 they didn't really know what to do without the flashbacks. So that was okay.
Quality.
Season 7 was good, and they ended on a really high note. Even despite all that meddling with the birds of, the green arrows and all that stuff, so we got kind of screwed. Whereas I only like the first 2 seasons, barely even. I really, actually, if I'm being really honest, I maybe like 3 episodes from season 2. But I love season 1. If you want to go head to head in the best season, best first season, best premiere, No, I still think Arrow has the best premiere, but I think Flash has the best season 1 of any Arrowverse show.
Yes.
Well, because it was written first. If you know, you know. Arrow was supposed to be just a throwaway. They never imagined it going for 8. They didn't even imagine it going for 5. But it really set records. It set a precedent.
Yeah.
Like the fact that they just tried to call it the CW verse was such a slap in the face to the Arrowverse and Stephen Amell. I know they went through a bumpy, lumpy little thing when he left and he wanted to leave or whatever, but you still have to respect the work that man put in and set for the universe. So.
Oh yeah.
Like I made a big stink about that, and I'm not the biggest. I've never really been the biggest Emil fan. Maybe the abs, but not as the man himself, not so much. And I've made no secret about that. So for me to say that really says something. So I may not be ethical, but I'm fair. I'm a very fair person.
I think that might be a drop. That's one you can That's one you can play for your grandma, kids.
So if that was a hot controversial take, please send me your email and tell me why I'm wrong or why you agree with me.
I think Justin will agree with you on the abs.
They lost their flair when the salmon letter went bye-bye. So seriously, if you know, you know. If you look at the views and the ratings, because he wanted to eat a donut or two.
All right. Anything else on Hellfire?
Nope.
All right. So, kids, next week we'll continue with more Huntress.
Get ready, Ray.
Huntress 1 through 4 from 1994, and then in 2 weeks.
That's easy to remember.
Yes. And then in 2 weeks, the Good Babysitter will be back. As Justin
doing the Lord's work.
Justin and I cover Batman Shadow of the Bat 21 through 23.
Oh, that's a good issue. Those are good issues.
Bruce Wayne undercover.
Those are good issues.
Trying to rescue his love, Dr. Plot Resolver.
At least he tried for that one. Other ones weren't so lucky.
Poor Silver St. Cloud. Damn Kevin Smith.
Yeah. The amount of times we can say "damn you, Kevin Smith" it's uncanny. Like how he hasn't been writing comics that long, and I think we say "damn you, Kevin Smith" more than we say "damn you, Frank Miller." Like, honestly.
just I get an extra hour somewhere in Lilith Hellfire. That blog's getting written.
Who hates women more, Frank Miller or Kevin Smith?
No, I have to do the question mark. Does Kevin Smith have a problem with women? Question mark. All right, kids. So send your thoughts on the upcoming stuff. Oh, and April here is just gonna be like Spider Cast, man. You're gonna have wacky villains and storylines.
Nice.
I'll just hint the first week of April. Maxie Zeus. Anyway,
because he hates me. It's fine.
It's April Fool's.
I know. I'll be drunk. It's fine.
Oh my God, you're going to be within striking distance soon in a few weeks here. All right, kids. So, send your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. All right. And remember, you can do all your one-stop shopping. Check out all of our shows, the social medias. If you want
links to the merch,
purchase some high-quality merch, or just know who's on what show. Curly Usser, check it out. Make sure you check out tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. It's in the show notes. That's a mouthful. All right, Lilith Hellfire.
If you nerds want to get the skinny on Huntress on the interwebs with me, feel free to find me on TikTok at Lilith Hellfire69. Duh. And remember to like and follow, because my content is for friends and fans only, not for general public internet consumption.
Suck it, Russell. Either do the 6 or do the 9.
Just random suck it, Russell. It's like I didn't do anything. Oh, and prepare yourselves.
Here it is.
What?
Prepare yourselves for when Strange New Worlds come back, because that's going to be a good time over on Salty and Petty.
Oh, are you gonna be drunk?
Captain Pompadour.
Are you gonna be drunk?
Oh, I'm happy. I love that show. That's my favorite show.
Oh, okay, I know. Well, you could be happy drunk.
Party in the
Charlie?
front and the back.
All right, so me and Lilith have stuff to discuss off the air. So
See you later, suckers. You're not invited to the after party. See?
$25, Ray. Oh wait, Ray's not gonna hear this.
He creeps.
What?
He creeps.
He does, especially when he sees the episode art. He'll those two covers. I think he'll creep. Like, who is this? That's like Black Canary.
It's Black Canary, but purple.
What?
Black Canary, but purple.
Replace the fishnets with a cape. Yes.
Exactly.
That's right, Ray. Tell me every detail of her thighs. All right, kids. So yes, next week more Huntress with Huntress 1 through 4 from 1994, and then more Nightfall with Justin in 2 weeks. But until then, join us same bat time.
Same bat channel.
We're
the night. The Batman Podcast. Stay out of Gotham.
Unless you're half naked. Good night.
Well, that works.
That tracks.